So you're in a Windows PC and you can't use Final Cut, and you miss the way that Final Cut would organize your clips with keyword collections. Well, I'm going to show you in DaVinci Resolve how to do that yourself. Let's do it. Welcome back my nomads, to another tips video. So this tip, I was talking to a coworker earlier, and I was telling them how I was trained in Adobe and in Final Cut in film school, but I taught myself how to do DaVinci Resolve, and I love DaVinci Resolve. The one thing I do miss about Final Cut is its organization with keyword collections and stuff, how you could, do little in and outs of each clip, save it in a keyword. And then I stumbled upon something a couple months ago in DaVinci that I didn't know about. So let me show you what I'm talking about here. So we're going to go to the computer. So I got a little project and an unreleased project, got some footage here. So what I do in DaVinci is I go to my videos, I create a bin, let's call it highlights. Now this bin is going to be treated like keyword collections in Final Cut, and this is what I do even at my job. At my job I use Final Cut, but for my own projects I use DaVinci Resolve at home because I have a PC. So in the highlights folder, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a bin, let's say for, let's say for close-ups. Let's create a new bin, let's say for wides. Let's create a new bin. Let's make it extreme close-ups. And yes, I know I spelled it wrong. Let's do a new bin for, walking shots. And so on and so forth. So we're creating these bins. These bins are acting like keyword collections. So let's go to some footage. I got this footage right here. Let's play it. Now let's just say, for argument's sake, I like this part of the walking. I'm going to click I for in, play it a little. Say O for out right there, and I like that. But I like that specific little part of the whole clip. So I'm just going to go here, click, hold down, click, and drag it to walking. And then hit create. Boom. You got that in walking now. Let's go back to the footage. Let's scroll down. Let's say I like the close-up right here. Well, let's say this is an extreme close-up and I like it. I'm gonna hit in right here. Stop it. I want the clip to go that way, that in and out point. I'm gonna drag this over and put it in extreme close-up. Hit create or hit enter. And there you go. Let's go to this clip right here, to this wide clip. And you could do the same thing as well. If you don't want to do an in and out point, if you like the whole shot, just take this, go to the preview, click and drag over to wides. Let's call it a wide. Hit create, boom. And guess what? That clip is still in its same spot in the video bin, but you also have a copy of it in your other bin, your highlight bin of wides or your keyword collection. Now, this is what I discovered when I was doing some projects for work and I wasn't in the office, I was at home. I use XMLs to import the project, and I wanted to organize the footage, for work. And I did close-ups, I did crowds, B-roll. I had little bins like that, and I found out that I could use subclips kind of like keyword selections in Final Cut, and still keep everything where it needs to be. Nothing's changing, nothing's moving. I just have separate bins for those highlights. It's not taking up any extra space. It's not copying that footage and putting it in that bin. No, it's just simply saying that in and out point, save it for walking, save it for close-ups, save it for highlights of wides, and even for, if you checked out my last video for my master folder projects, I even have a master project folder for work that's a little different in the videos. It has highlights already, and it already has close-ups, walking, stuff like that, crowds and b-roll. So that's just a little quick tip. If you're like me, if you love DaVinci Resolve but you love how Final Cut organizes its videos with keyword selection, you can do the same thing in DaVinci. Do that little trick there and you're all set. All right, my nomads, this was another good one. Be creative. Peace.